Hi, I'm Selene. I am filming this because I think I've hidden like all of them now, but I was doing a few makeup themed videos, but I've recently gotten back into crochet, fiber arts, knitting, and all that, and I've been seeing a lot of people do knitting podcasts, and I've been very inspired. Specifically, like watching Passionate, because she crochets, Kelsey from Passionate, Smash Knits, I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she was like, I started this because someone else, and I was like, this is fun, I want to do this. Anyway, so I'm here and I have like a whole pile of things because this is the first one I'm doing, so I kind of want to talk about all of the projects that I've got going on, because I have some long-term projects and some short-term projects and all that. But I suppose I'll start from the beginning. So I used to crochet when I was younger. My mum taught me, very fun. And then I stopped for ages, and then I actually have a business with my mum selling candles, and we do markets. And if I can, I'll put something up, like a photo or something about my candles. Or if not, there'll definitely be something in the description, like a link to our Instagram and stuff, our website. But doing markets, sometimes it's quiet, and it's like you don't want to go on your phone because then it kind of looks like you're not interested in what you're doing, and you're like, just being on your phone's not a good look. So I wanted to find something to do, and one of the other store holders, she was like, yeah, I've knit like so many things for charity. I've knit baby blankets for friends, baby clothes, and I've given a lot of it away and donated all of this stuff. And I was like, that's really smart. That's smart. I know how to crochet. I can do that. So I like started crocheting with one main project, which I'll show you because it's a long-term project. And then Christmas last year, I was like, oh, I kind of want to make some little things for my friends as just like a little gift for them. And then this year I like decided, I was like, I'm going to crochet birthday presents for everyone this year. Don't know what they get for Christmas, haven't got that far. Birthday presents, everyone this year is getting something crocheted, which is very fun. It's a lot of stress for me. The good thing is, most of the people I know, all their birthdays are in the second half of the year, which is like good in one way and bad in another. Good because I can like start thinking and planning ahead of time. Bad is I have to do them all. I have like multiples in months. So let's get, I suppose we'll get started with just basically what I've been working on. Like what I've been working on, what's my priority at first, and we'll go through all of the projects that I have. Start there. Okay, so I have 8 projects on the go right now. Some of them are long term, some of them are long term projects, and some of them are kind of like back burner projects of like, oh, I don't want to work on anything, let me just do this, you know, that kind of thing, and when I'm in the mood for it. But we'll start with the one I have right next to me. Do you know how many stuff I have in my bed? It is, look at this cute Italian bag. So in here, I'm hoping, this is a birthday present. In here is a birthday present. So if your birthday is in August, one of my friends, go and look. My birthday in August. It's mid-August, so because right now it's the end of July, so mid-August. And I've actually, well, I've keep being like, oh, I should do this, I should film this for ages, and so I've just been working on these as we've been going. So like some of these are like, you know, almost done. So this one is, it's a mess. I am just doing it does look pretty cool. The back looks cool, I think. It does look really cool. Like in the camera, it looks really cool. I'm happy it looks cool. So I'm at the point where I just have to crochet the ribbing for the neckband and the armhole bands, and then sew them on, and then I have to wash it and block it. And then it's done. So it's actually, and I've done the neckband and one of the arm. I'm on the last, in here somewhere, is Anna Erikson Scandi Soft. in the shade Marble. Yeah, 840 Marble. It is really soft. It is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. This is on here somewhere. Yes, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, made in Turkey. It is machine washable, dry flat, do not bleach. 30-degree machine washable. This yarn is 500 meters per ball. It's 100 grams. Yeah. Crochet hook size 5mm. All that fun stuff. On Ravelry it says it's a sport weight, like a 5-ply sport weight, because it's fuzzy. So this pattern called, I don't remember if it's called for 10-ply or 8-ply. I think that technically this pattern is a DK weight, but oh, this pattern, I should tell you who the pattern is by too. I'm not prepared. Yes, Best Top by Carrie M. Chambers, or Crochet with Carrie. I will have it linked down below as well. Which is good. The only so far the only change I've made, I'm crocheting a size small. No, a size medium. Excuse me. Yeah, this is, they want to use 8-ply and I used 10-ply. 2 5-plies together. 2 sport weight to make a worsted. Yes, I'm making it a medium. I thought I was making it small, good thing I'm making it medium. Which hopefully, I was like, I hope this fits. You can't see me. I'm like, I just hope this fits, is all I want. Because she is a medium, or a small to medium. Depends on the fit. So yeah. The only adjustment I've made is there's a lot of people's comments on Ravelry saying the body wasn't long enough. Like it's quite cropped. You can't see my hand, I'm doing a cropping motion. So I only added 4 rows just to make it slightly longer, like long enough that it kind of like you can tuck it a little. I was like, I don't want it super cropped, so I was like just slightly longer. So I added 4 rows into the body to add about, I think it's 1 inch is 4 rows. And apparently this pattern's meant to use 600 meters. And so I was like, if you 1 ball uses 500 meters. And I was like, well, that should do the front and back panel, and then, you know, like 100 meters for the ribbing. Not the case. But it's alright. And then I had to get, because I had 2 balls of yarn and then I bought a third because I was like, oh, I need a bit more. And I'm so glad I did. So glad I did now. But yeah, it's like soft. I just have to see how it is after you wash it, because it is meant to be worn over clothes, like over a t-shirt. Like, you know, it doesn't look cool on camera. It looks cool in person, but obviously I have just been looking at it for so long because I've been making it. And I'm like, it does look cool. I hope she'll like it. I hope she doesn't mind that the light patches aren't lined up. It was so difficult. Like, I had started it with where yarn was, where the light colour was, and I was like, it is still light. It is still light. And I was like, this whole panel would have been this light colour if I didn't change it. So I had to like undo that. And because this is fluffy yarn, it's so hard to undo. It's so hard to frog. Also, my other thing, I think I fucked up somewhere, because somehow you're meant to have 46 stitches. Come up here. You're meant to have 46 stitches for the split for the front, so where the V is. I somehow have 48, because you're meant to crochet across 23 and then join on for the second half for 23. And when I did the side, it is 23 stitches across for the first one, and then I was looking at the second one and I was counting and I was like, that is 25 stitches. So somehow, either I've missed a step, but it's the right amount of, I was like, I've done something wrong somewhere, because it's the right amount of rows. So I'm really confused. Anyway, that's that project I've been working on. And it's due soon. It's due, yeah. Does that make sense? Like, I have to have it done. I have a little bit. I do have time. It's not like in 2 days. It's like August. Put this on the floor so that I The next project, another birthday. It's the one after that. It's the very beginning of September. So that's why I'm like, I want to get started now. It is. I'm making. Is this right? Which side are you? Yeah, okay. I'm making 4 placemats for her, or a friend. I've got to block these. Hopefully, because the edging is stiffer than the almond pattern, so it's called the almond stitch placemat. Again, let me find my let me find the pattern. Almond stitch placemat by Raine, Eimre. I'll link her again. Anyway, so I'm doing placemats. Yeah, as I said. And they look really cool. So this is one. I'm making 4, and I'm making them in the same like border color, but 4 different inside colors. Using, this is Hobbii yarn, Hobbii Rainbow 8/6. So it's like another, again, spotlight yarn. This is using a 3mm hook. And so this is the grey, is the outline color, which this is the shade 73, which I think is like stone or pearl, like one of those colors. And then I've got the pink. I don't remember what number it was, but it was Petunia pink. Petunia pink, bright pink. They didn't have the color that I actually wanted, so I just had to choose. I had bought 2 different pinks to be like, which is the right one to use? And I chose this one because the other one was too light with the other colors. Because the other colors I have are, oh, I have to grab this one. Ooh, I started on my. Now these 3. This is very Halloween-y, and then you add like the pink in. And it's like, okay, not Halloween anymore. But they're all, you can see they're all nice and bright. So this is okay. So the purple that I'm using now is 39. I'm pretty sure it is just purple. The green is 84, which is, I'm pretty sure, just green. This one is, this orange is 66. I'm pretty sure this is burnt orange, not just orange. But they're all nice and bright, and they should make 4 nice placemats. The other thing is, the pattern, it was like 125 meters of yarn for each color that they used. And the Hobbii yarn is 105 meters per ball for 50 gram ball. So I bought 2 because I was like, oh, if I run out, like right at the end, I'm going to be annoyed. This used 1 of each, not even a whole 1 of each ball. So I also messed up. So I have a whole nother ball of this yarn, both colors. Oh, like the pink is the main issue. Pink's the main issue. Yeah. So I don't know what to do, because that means that I could theoretically make another one, and there'll be 8 placemats. I'll do the 4 first, so that I at least have 4, and then I can start doing the next 4. That might be smart. Or I keep it and I use it for something else, because I could always use it for something else, which might be more interesting. And I was like, it would be cool to do like this, do stripes, because there is 12 of the almonds. It's 12 like rows. And the pattern repeat means there's 6 repeats, which is 2 almond like rows per pattern repeat. And I was like, well, I have 4 colors. 12 rows means 3 rows per color. I could do like a multicolored. And then there's 4 edge colors. So I could do like 1, 2, 3, 4. And do multicolored ones. That was my other idea. But I'll do the 4 plain colored ones first and see how I feel and how close it is to her birthday. Because then I have 2 other September birthdays at the end of the month. Which I've actually, one I've been working on, the other one I have not been. So I'll show you the one I've been working on because it's a lot easier. So it is for a friend who at the end of the year is going to Europe. Yes. And I was like, oh, it'd be cute to do a matching beanie and scarf, and then they can just have this very cute matching beanie and scarf. So I actually don't have the beanie with me. I have a scarf so far. This is Lion brand Thick and Quick. Woolies Thick and Quick in Hudson Bay, the stripes. Yes. So it is a moss stitch, linen stitch scarf. It's nothing crazy. Like I don't really, it's a crocheted with a 10mm hook. I did see someone be like, oh, I do it with 15mm hook, and I was like, I don't have a 15mm hook, I've got a 10. Well, I bought a 10 because also my 9mm hook was like too small for my hand and really annoying, and then I bought this 10mm hook. One, it's pointy at the end, it's so good, and it's long enough for my hand. Love that for me. Yardage. This is really cool. I really like this yarn. It's like a natural spun with a color changing striping, self-striping yarn. So it goes like the natural color into yellow, into red, into teal, into black, into navy blue or dark blue, into black, into teal, into red, into yellow, into natural, and then it does this stripe. And then I had to try and match it up as well as possible with my next color. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to kind of like keep the pattern going. I'm just like, is this too wide for a scarf? Is this not wide enough? I have that one more. I have 3 more after this as well. So I'm hoping that means it'll be long enough, but not too long. Like if I only use 4 balls, that's also fine. We'll find out. And then now we're on to projects that are kind of like slower, back burner, that kind of thing. So I've got this one, which is not really following a pattern. Well, actually, I changed my mind on this one. So this one is a Willow granny square. It was meant to be a shrug. So like, where it's like the sleeves, the back piece, and then other like 2 sleeves on the back piece and then no front one to kind of like wear. And then I was kind of like, this is like too long. I was like, I could take another, because I already took off one lot of squares. I was like, I could take a lot of squares out and have it as a shrug. And I was kind of like, I don't know if I like it like that. So I've changed my mind, and I'm gonna take all of these squares, as you can see, the little, oh, excuse me, the little Willow granny square. So they have like a little flower design in them. They're very cute. I'm going to take these and I'm going to make them into a granny square vest out of these, I think. And I'm pretty sure I should have enough. I have enough. I definitely have enough, and I'll have some left over. Because that's what, 12 plus 3 is what I need. What's that? What's that maths? 27 squares. And I have 12 times 3, which is 36. So I definitely have enough, and I'll have some left over, which might be cool. I can make like a little tote bag maybe. Okay, now we're talking about long-term projects and things kind of on the back burner / I'm not actively working on. One is, this is my, if I need something to crochet and I'm not generally, and like I need something small to crochet, this is, I will put this pattern down. This is the Tulip beanie. Don't know who it's by. I can find that out for you. One sec. Tulip hat by Luciana Luna. It's a free pattern. Can you see it? Yeah, you can kind of see it. So I've made one of these before in a different acrylic yarn, but that yarn was very stiff. So I wanted to make one out of like a really soft, flowy yarn. So this is Semco Stallion 8-ply yarn, 100% acrylic. It's really cheap from Spotlight. It's like not even $3 a ball. And I'm like, I don't know what I want to do with it. So I was like, I might as well just make a beanie out of it. So it is, I'm making mine with, so the pattern goes to like here, and then I'm adding a rib to it, and my rib, you use yarn over slip stitch for the design, and I do a yarn over slip stitch slash slip stitch. Nice and stretchy, like a good rib, but it looks like knit on the other side. Because a yarn over slip stitch looks like knit rib. So yeah, that's one of them. So that's my... And because I've made one, I like remember the pattern pretty well. The other one is, again, I've already made one, but I'm making a second one. It is a colour block marking bag. And I made one, and I used a smaller yarn, but two, a smaller hook as well, and it made a really tiny little like colour block market bag. It's by Jenn Palmer. I think it's a free one pattern as well. So I was like, okay, well, let me use a bigger hook and see if I can make a bigger one. So this is how far I've got. Purple again, crazy. And this is how much of it uses. I used 3 different colours. This is how much I have the darker colour. This is 4 Seasons Flinders cotton in the shade Grape, and then I have the shade Amethyst and then Off-White, and then I actually have Periwinkle and Navy Blue as well, and I want to make one with that as well, that colourway. I make some little colour block marker bags. They just seem fun. Don't ask me why I'm doing these things. I don't even know if I want them. I just want to make them. That's one thing. There's a lot of stuff that I want to make that I don't think I'd ever wear or use. I just want to make them. So I do eventually want to like do something or try and sell my makes, just because I'm like, I'm not going to use these. I don't want them to like just hang around. I would love to give them a home to people. So hopefully eventually I have enough stuff that I can either like do a market and sell them or put them up for sale on Instagram. So number 3 is what started it all, because I'm showing you my granny's Hexagon baby blanket. It's a little Hexagon. So I'm using yellow, purple, green and white to make hexagons to make a baby blanket, and it's out of, this is baby yarn. It's 4-ply baby yarn, and I'm making lots of little hexagons, and it's so soft. Thing is, I want it to be not baby size, but like big. So I have like a note on my phone to be like, how many do I have to make? A lot is the answer. I have to make a lot, but it's fine. And then hopefully it'll be done by the time my sister has a baby. And then I have a couple other things. One is in the background. This, technically it's done. It's a hexagon cardigan. It's technically finished. However, I didn't add in the back any extra rows, so the opening just comes out like a V. And so when you wear it, it looks a bit funky, and there's no like edging on it, on this. So I want to unpick, open up the seam at the back, add 3 rows in each side. What's that? Add about this much room for a neck, and then I can add like a seam, like a stitch on the edges as well to make it more polished, and then I can actually wear it, because I don't wear it because it sits a bit funny. 1, 2 is a project that I finished for my mum's birthday, but I just need a couple things I need to fix with it before my mum's like happy with it. So it was, my mum wanted for her birthday in July in Australia, a pair of shorts, and I was like, I can do that for you, mother. I can crochet you a pair of shorts. So I did. Ta-da! And then there's a belt that I need to finish and block because it just looks a twist up. And the other thing is the yes, and then it was like the belt loops were the issues. So she didn't want it to move around so much, because you see where it's up. So what I have to do is make an extra belt loop for the back in the middle that like it sits in perfectly. That's like sewed down enough that it like sits perfectly inside it, and I need to sew down the front ones so that they don't like pull. It's like when you wear it, it like doesn't do this. Does that make sense? For my mum, for her to wear. And this pattern was, I can tell you, White Leg Shorts by Wannipa Yunker, is that how you say it? And you can, Knit Crow Addict website, Knit Crow Addict. You can buy the pattern, but I just used her free pattern off her website. The only thing I changed was you can't see me. Hello. I extended the leg, like, oh, I made the legs longer. So I think I added about 12 rows. So her, I think pattern goes to about here. If I can show you, like, oh, about like here, and I added a good chunk. I really like the edging though. You use like a reverse single crochet, and it looks really cool. I'd never done it before, so I was like, this is cool. The belt, and the belt, this is using Hobbii Friends yarn in 8/4, so the like fingering weight, the sock yarn, 4-ply, and 3mm hook. So it was nice to go from this yarn with a 3mm hook to the 5-ply, the sport weight with a 3mm hook. I was like, so much thicker and quicker. And I did the waistband in May, made sure that it fit my mum because the pattern as well, the sizing was a bit funky. I was like, the larger size is actually too small for you, but it says it stretches. So I made it to the larger size, made my mum try it on, and then it was too big. So I went down one size because it's just frogging the waistband, and then it fit better, but she still needed a bit of a belt. So that's what I'm doing. So that's like all the projects and stuff that I'm like working on. Woohoo! So many things, I know, but let's talk about future plans as well, because I have plans. So one of them was this. I have a second birthday at the end of September that I have not started, and it is, which, you know, good for me. And I'm using, I already know what I'm doing, I just haven't started it yet, because I need a 3mm hook and I've only got one. So I need to finish those placemats before I can make this, or buy another 3mm hook. That might have to happen. So it's using Jaeger alpaca yarn. Nope. This is actually vintage Jaeger alpaca yarn. I went to like a wool and fabric, like a fabric and wool de-stash event, and bought this for cheap. I bought, it was like a box worth of this yarn for $80, which is pretty good. That's $8. It's 10 balls, 10 donuts, little donuts, 10 little donuts, 10 donuts for $8 each. It's actually pretty affordable for alpaca yarn. So this is in the shade 307, which I think is like petal or something. No, it's called Fleur. Fleur. It says like mauvey pink. For my sister, it's going to be really nice. I'm going to be making the Rille vest by Sidsel. Rille vest by Sidsel Sangild. She is Danish, so excuse me for my pronunciation, because I don't know Danish. Yeah, and she uses alpaca yarn, and so I'm going to be using alpaca yarn. It's really soft. And I asked my sister, out of like the 2 options for the vest that used alpaca yarn but also this size yarn, which I'm pretty sure it's a fingering weight again, and she wanted this one. So I was like, okay, you're getting a vest made out of this. And the other thing that I want to make eventually is socks. I want to learn how to crochet socks. I have some sock yarn that I have a few things, so I would love to crochet some socks. Obviously, like I talked about the marker bag, I want to make the other color of the marker bag once I finish this. I do actually have some other cotton that I want to use to make some other types of marker bags, not just this design. I have bought yarn. I have other birthdays as well. I want to make these little like amigurumi flower pots, tulip flower pots. One for a friend for her birthday in the beginning of November. And then I also want to have a friend whose birthday is in December that I have plans to make. I have the yarn for now, and that's going to be a vest I want to make. And then I just have other yarn that I've bought that I want to use to make things. So when we get to that, I'll talk about it. You know, when we get there, like when I've done a lot of these projects, like yeah. So like that's part of the reason why I want to do a lot of the birthday crochet now and get it out of the way so that I can do the stuff that I want to make for me and just like be prepared, you know. Anyway, I think that's everything now. I'm like looking around, I'm like, I haven't forgotten anything. No, I think that's it. And I've been talking for 58 minutes. Okay, hee. Thank you so much for watching my very first video, my first crochet podcast. Knit fiber podcast? I do eventually want to learn how to knit because I've been watching so many people do knitting podcasts and talking about knitting, and I'm like, I want to knit those things. They look cute. But like crocheting is what I know how to do. Start with crochet. There is a knit project I want to learn to do, which is a scarf that you use like a thick yarn with a thick needle, and you knit a big tube, like a big circular tube, and I was like, I can do that, probably. I technically know how to knit. I can only knit stitch. Like I only know the knit stitch. I don't know how to purl. My mom was like, you just do this, and I was like, you telling me doesn't teach me how to do it. She's like, that's true. And I was like, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, if you made it through this very long video. I have so many more thoughts and feelings and things I can talk about, but this is like an hour long. It might not be, by the time I edit it, I might be like, shut the F up, girlie, you chat. Thinking I'll film an update once a month at least. Hopefully once a month, maybe once every 2 weeks-ish. Will be interesting. I will put down in the description my candles. So, self-promo. I want candles and I sell them with my mother. Very fun if you're in Australia. Have a look-see. 2, I'll put all of the patterns that I've used, that I talked about. So like all my working whips and stuff. And then I will link my Ravelry as well, because that also has like all the patterns that I'm using. And yeah, and I actually do have an Instagram because I had one for art. You can tell I have hyperfixations. I go through phases of what I enjoy. So it was art for a while, and then it was makeup. Actually, honestly, makeup's continuing. I don't know if you don't look too closely. It hasn't been on all day. That's why it's really oily. So it has just art photos, but hopefully I'll start posting a little bit on there about what I'm making and things. Because I'm really enjoying crochet again. It's very fun. And it's nice that yarn doesn't expire like makeup does. You know. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back soon. No promises, but also I would love to. I'll link a couple of the people who inspired me to start this, because I think that would be fun. If you want to check them out. So yeah, thanks for watching. I don't have to talk for another 5 minutes. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Officially. Goodbye. Hopefully I will make another video soon. Bye bye.